Hi guys, it's Jessa. It has been a few weeks since my original video where I posted about creating my OnlyFans account, and now I just wanted to take a quick second to go ahead and give a quick update. I will say on that note, me just hopping on here right now and giving an update has been a huge mental shift for me. Before getting into this world of creating content, I have been an absolute perfectionist when it comes to anything that I put out. And I absolutely took that approach with OnlyFans and was very slow to put things out because I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted to time it just right. I wanted to have this very polished look. I would say, as a female, I wanted to feel good about the content that I was putting out. So that was also something that got in my way. I think we as humans tend to do that. We want everything to be perfect and polished. And of all the lessons that I've learned, and I'll get into a couple, I would say that is going to be my biggest share, is the fact that you just need to create content and put it out if you want your account to grow and succeed and be successful. People are following you for you and not your polished, perfectly presented, best foot forward facade that you have. So the more real it is, the more people appreciate that they're being, exposed to your world. And I think that's a huge part of why people even pay for content versus just going on a free tube site and watching something that they can get for free. Instead, they get you as a creator. I would say one of my biggest pushes in learning that lesson has been that TikTok really is the way to go. And the interesting lesson for me there was that you don't create like one awesome TikTok account or one awesome TikTok and it goes viral and then you have 1 million subscribers. I've been studying growing as an influencer, creator, not influencer, since starting this journey. And I actually have been following another account. I need to get this gentleman's name because he's very helpful. I'll see if I can link him. But he talks about how on TikTok, for every 100,000 views that you get, you can pretty consistently count on that translating to about 50 paid subscribers. So that is a lot of views. And if you get 100,000 views one time and that's 50 paid subscribers, that is not going to pay the bills the way that a lot of us get into this think is going to play out. So what I have learned, and I'll just spend a second on the topic of TikTok, is one, it's important to have multiple accounts. For me, that was so overwhelming. I am not naturally a content creator, especially when it comes to TikTok. I've never made one before this journey a couple weeks ago. And that was a challenge for me to learn how to make them, what to put out. So some tips and tricks there. I would say follow some other creators, especially if you can find some other creators in the OnlyFans world that are similar look / style to you. I had been told that a couple times and kind of had a hard time at first finding that, but then once I did, it made sense. And you can see the trends that they post and, just a little, get a little R&D with it, rip off and duplicate. And you're going to want to put out quite a few. So I would say it's really important to not put a ton of energy into them so that you don't get burnt out. People just want to see the authentic you anyways. So I would say, as somebody getting into TikTok that had never really been making them before, I have found a lot of success with kind of the selfie videos that I could put to a trending sound and then put like a interesting caption to it. that was the most comfortable way for me to learn to start just putting some TikToks out there. And my account still, I am still working on it. It is still trying to get traction. But the more I'm studying creators that are successful, the more I'm understanding that they not only have one TikTok account that they post to multiple times a day, but multiple TikTok accounts. And then to kind of peel back the layers of the onion even more, and this might sound overwhelming, but as you start doing it, it gets a little less overwhelming. They make TikToks and they have it forward directly to their Instagram account. And then their Instagram account is the one that has their links to their page. So for each TikTok account, the idea is to have a different Instagram account, which will help buffer you in the event that you get banned for content or mentioning OnlyFans or Spicy Page or anything like that. So I like that. I am a businesswoman at heart. I do not want all my eggs to be in one basket. I want to put out good content. So the idea of so much of my day going towards making TikToks to promote was a big mindset shift for me. And what I'm learning is that that is necessary for right now, for the landscape that we're in right now. So the advice that I have gotten is to spend about 80% of your time promoting your OnlyFans page and 20% of your time actually in it. And I will kind of go into a little bit more about being in it, but I just want to kind of wrap up the fact that TikTok right now seems to be one of the best ways to get new eyeballs onto your accounts. So TikTok is a platform where when you post a video, it can go viral to many people who are not following your page. A lot of people who are not following you necessarily may still see that video. So the hope is that you capture their attention, they click on your page, then they go to your Instagram account, and from there they find your spicy link page. Every single TikTok that I post automatically to Instagram Reels, and that makes the process a lot easier. I don't have to create additional content for Instagram Reels, and my Instagram page is it's like 90% TikToks now. At first, I was putting a lot of energy into creating separate content. I will say that your fans, subscribers, are not going to be on every single platform that you create content. The platforms, for me, serve a purpose to direct eyeballs to my OnlyFans accounts, my free and my VIP. And I don't necessarily try to gain a following by having the same followers on my TikTok as my Instagram, as my Twitter. I just want everyone's eyeballs to be directed back to OnlyFans. With the exception of TikTok, I want it to go from Instagram to OnlyFans so that I don't get that account shut down. Hopefully, knock on wood, even though, missed it, knock on wood. Even though what I've been told is that you're pretty much guaranteed as an OnlyFans creator to have your TikTok account banned and shut down at some point. So having those backups are going to be pretty important. Free versus VIP. I just want to touch on that really quickly. I had just created my VIP account when I made my last video, and now what that has evolved into is my space where I just have fun. I post the sexy photos, I post the risque R-rated stuff, and then the stuff that I put more X-rated, I don't know. The stuff that I put a lot more energy into, and I would like an additional income in addition to their subscriptions, I will either put as a pay-per-view. Actually, my workflow that I've been trying to get in the flow of doing is I have it as a pay-per-view post or message that goes out to all of their inboxes, and it'll say, you know, $15 to unlock this wild video of, you know, and I'll get descriptive of what it is. And then about 12 hours later, I post it to the page as if they tip, you know, X amount of money, then I'll send it to their DMs. And that's on my VIP page, because on my VIP page, you cannot put a locked paid post. So the way I get around that is I say, hey, tip if you want this video sent to your DMs. If I am doing a teaser, so then what I do is I will then turn around and put it on my free page as a locked post. I am learning that, so I kept hearing pay-per-view, 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 pay-per-view is how you're going to get a lot of your money. And so I thought that I just needed to send all of the videos that I made as a message to my free subscribers, and that they were going to pay to unlock as we go. What I've learned is that if I just only send that kind of stuff to their messages, they stop opening their messages. So I send a lot of other teasers to their messages, like sexy selfies that, like, maybe, you know, I'm wearing something sheer and there's a little something visible, and I'll say like, hey, I'm showing this on my VIP page, or if, like, let me know if you want to see more, and that invites conversation. It's really, in the pay-per-view post, really, like, you pull it out of them through messaging back and forth. So that was something that was a learning lesson for me, because I thought you just message it out and people would buy it. And I think people generally feel spammed when you approach it like that. So what I'll do, every time I take something risque, I will intentionally now do a little bit of a teaser. So, you know, if I'm gonna take stuff off, I will intentionally kind of like spend a moment before I take anything off. And there is an app called Blur. There's two different apps, but I believe same company. One's Blur Photo, one's Blur Video, that you can add blur over stuff. So I will normally take a clip of, you know, 3 seconds. If it's showing something a little bit more explicit, or maybe a little bit longer of a teaser, if I'm like still kind of not to the point where it's super revealing yet. And so what I'll do is I will make, and this is on my free page. Okay, back up a second. I will intentionally take some teaser content, and I take that teaser content and I use it everywhere. I use it on Twitter. I use it in Instagram stories and that sort of stuff. Sometimes on a post, if I can get away with it. You have to be really careful about what you post on Instagram. I don't usually use those teasers on TikTok unless I'm very covered up. I don't want to risk that account being banned, and I found that it doesn't really help to be super risque in those. And TikTok has already like totally flagged stuff that I was completely clothed and didn't say anything too much. And so yeah, TikTok is extremely sensitive. TikTok I try to keep to more just like playful, with a hint of them wanting to learn more. So I take that teaser content, and because I feel a lot better about it, because I'm not linking all of my my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, I'm able to take that teaser content and post it everywhere, including my free OnlyFans page. And that way most of the people aren't following me on every platform. There are a few that are following me on every platform, and whatever. They're going to see the same content if they want to be on every platform. Where the fun happens is OnlyFans, my VIP OnlyFans. So everything is a funnel back to that. I don't try to grow followings by having the same people, because I'm only going to get paid from that fan or subscriber one time for each piece of content or subscription. those pieces of content are just out there to get new eyeballs. So I hope that was clear. I take a piece of risque content. I intentionally spend a minute in it before I, get too wild, and I make sure that that content is usable across all my platforms, and then it peppers out. I recycle that same piece of content, and I am learning to, and I will make a follow-up video about scheduling stuff out and planning for content, and another little trick that I'm kind of learning through my DMs. I want to practice it a little bit more before I share it on here. So make sure that you are liking and subscribing if this is stuff that you think would be helpful. I have personally been diving into trying to learn everyone else's experience as much as I possibly can. I love connecting with other creators and collaborating. Contact me to collaborate, but also bouncing ideas around, best practices. I constantly say, I might have said in the other video, but I do believe that rising tides raises all ships. So I'm a very open book when it comes to bouncing stuff around. So let's connect. Please like and subscribe. It encourages me to make these videos. And I also, it helps give the account some, like I'm a real person. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is all new to me. So yeah, thanks for being along for the ride. And I will leave I'll leave some of my social links below. Last time I linked like a link tree to my OnlyFans stuff and the referral code, because I will connect with you and help you if you use my referral code. That didn't work out. YouTube didn't like that. So I'm not going to put that, but find me on Instagram and you'll find it. Okay, that's my update for now. I'm going to get a lot more consistent with these and share a lot more, because I have been like starving for information, taking it all in, using it, applying it, seeing what works. And I am happy to share it with you guys if it's something that you're interested in too. Thank you so much for being here, and have a great day.